Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone. So good to see you guys. This is going to be a little strange for me tonight. I feel like an echo in here because I don't have Chris. So we have Mario helping us tonight, everyone. If you're new here, my name is Jeffrey, and this is Old Hadley Vintage, and I'm so glad to have you join me and visit with me tonight in hopes of finding some wonderful goodies. I'm going to bring you guys some great stuff tonight. And as I just mentioned, I do not have Chris and Toby here tonight, but Mario is in the chat tonight. Everybody will see Mario as a moderator, and he's going to help me with the starts and stops tonight. So when I call out a start, Mario's going to type start with the price. And then I'm going to do a countdown, and then we're going to count it down from 10 to 1. I'm going to say stop, and then Mario's going to account for the lag. He's going to watch his device and make sure that he's accounting for the lag. Hopefully, there's not too much of a lag tonight. And then he'll be putting in the stops as well. Okay, so welcome in, everybody. Good to have you. I'm so glad to see you guys here. I see Clint. Hi, Clint. How are you? Hi, Virginia. How are you? You kind of like the basement and kitchen. Well, we're not in the basement or the kitchen today. We're in the upstairs YouTube room. Eventually, I'll have a little bit more pizzazz behind me, but right now, unfortunately, this is all I can do for you guys for now. But I'll try to switch it up occasionally. Yeah, Toby is over Grandma's house, so she's probably watching right now, and Toby's probably watching. Hi, Toby. I'm sure he hears me. He's probably watching on Grandma's TV, and they're probably having some popcorn. She said she was going to have some popcorn, so I'm sure Toby's enjoying some of that as well. And hi, Al. How are you? Hi, Joan. I'm just going to scroll back up. I see Betty Mac. Hello. Let's see who else we got. Hey, Harvey. How are you doing, bud? Sandra, hello. Hello. I'm so glad you guys are here tonight. Hi, Joan Smith. How are you? Just now, I got to scroll back down. And see, I see Virginia, another Virginia in here. Hello, Virginia. Hello, hello. You enjoyed the fun basement stream the other night. I'm glad that, guys. I'll do it again if you want me to. Yep. Yeah, Toby, be a good boy. He's always a good boy, Virginia. Oh, he's such a good boy. Such a sweetheart. Yeah. Me, myself are enough pizzazz. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah. Karen Gagnon, hello, hello. Yeah, so I think we'll have some fun tonight, guys. Mario, again, thank you so much for helping out. I really appreciate it, my friend. That is so nice of you to help me out. Um, I've got 16 items tonight. Not a lot. Not doing any giveaways tonight, guys. I'm so sorry. I just did not have a chance to do that. So what have I been doing all day? Well, with a house, what do you have to do? You have to do yard work. So I was outside working on my lawn today and weed whacking and cutting grass. And let me tell you, just weed whacking and holding a weed whacker, lifting my arms is just enough to kill me. I am so out of shape. But you know what? Having the yard and doing the yard work is definitely going to help. It'll put me in shape. So, and it gets me off of my out of my recliner and gets me outside in the yard. I got a little bit too much sun today. My neck is burnt, and yes, I should know better to use some SPF, but I didn't. So, yeah, not too thrilled about that. So my whole neck is as red as a beet. So yeah, I had to put some aloe on that when I got out of the shower when I got in. It's covered in grass clippings and weed whacking bits. You know how that is if you own a home. It's not fun. But hey, I enjoy working outside. It's fun. And it's rewarding afterwards. Like I told Chris, I said, I talked to him earlier. Chris is actually giving a diving lesson tonight. He's a scuba diver, in case you guys don't know. And he's actually teaching some folks. how to be instructors, I believe. He's doing an instructor class tonight. So that's what he is doing. So he's a busy guy, and that's what he'll be doing. So that's why he's not on, and I guess he's not going to be out of the pool. They do it in a pool. They do, like, his teaching and his training. He does it in a pool down in Connecticut, and I think he said he's not going to be done until 9 o'clock tonight. So that's the reason for Mario helping us out tonight. So Cindy, hello, Cindy. How are you, honey? My cousin Cindy just popped in here, guys. Give Cindy a warm welcome. Let's see. Who else popped in here? Anybody new pop in? Well, if I missed anybody, welcome in. I'm so glad to have you guys here. Um, and yeah, so hopefully we will have a great sale tonight. I have three really cool records. As you guys know, I did Brimfield this week. I went with my dear friend Michaela. We went to Brimfield. You guys know what Brimfield is. You probably saw my video by now. So thank you guys. I had the most views I think I've ever had on any video. So I guess everybody really likes it when I do flea markets and things. So I'm going to be doing a lot more filming of flea markets. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. There is a flea market in Connecticut that Chris and I like to go to on Sundays, but I haven't been there in a while. And I'm blanking on what the name of the flea market is. It's what it is a old I don't even know if they still use it. I don't think they do, but it was an old drive-in movie theater, and they have they have it set up just as a flea market. So we do that a lot. So hopefully I'll be able to go down there and check that out. Yeah, the Brimfield prices. I'm sorry. So a couple of things, guys, for the video. Number one, I'm very sorry if some of you guys were annoyed that I was chewing gum. I didn't even realize that it would pick it up. Did you guys notice that? Yeah. So I tend to do that. I'm always chewing gum when I'm around large crowds because large crowds tend to kind of get me nervous. So it picked up a little bit. So those of you that hate that, I do apologize. I'm so sorry. I'll be more cognizant of that in the future. But and then second of all, I know I moved a little too fast with the camera when it came to showing you those some of those prices. But if you guys were able to pause the video and look at and zoom in on some of those prices, they were really, really up there. So Brimfield is not really a place for someone who is a reseller like myself, because it's not like going into the hello Heather Gibbs, how are you, honey? I hope you're doing well. Oh goodness, I'm so glad to see you, honey. Um, you have a little gift coming to you from Florida Golden Girls. She sent it to you. So hopefully you get that. Hi, Randy. Um, so yeah, so the prices, I'm really sorry if I didn't zoom in enough, but hopefully you guys saw some of the prices. They were pretty up there. And but overall we had a great day. It was a lot of fun. Michaela picked up some paintings that she picked up from this gentleman. I guess the story of the paintings were that I guess the guy that did the paintings was a friend of um oh gosh, boy, I'll tell you, when you're in front of a camera, your mind just goes right out the window. Andy Warhol. He was a friend of Andy Warhol. And so the painting style he does is very similar to Andy Warhol. And so those are the paintings that she picked up. She picked up a couple of those. She got a planter, as you saw in the video. She was huffing it with that big, huge, heavy planter made of fiberglass across the fields. But we did it anyway. We had fun. We had a great lunch. I love that sausage stand. That it's the best Italian sausage. Oh, it's so good. And then yeah, it was just great. We had wonderful weather. It was the nicest day of the week, I think, Tuesday. And the rest of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, kind of rained out, unfortunately. So a lot of those vendors had to kind of deal with a lot of rain, sadly. So, hello, Anna Maria Island gal. Good to see you. Yes, Anna Maria Island gal actually sells at that show at Brimfield, and I met her there. So it was nice to see her there. Good to see her. Yes. And I'm so glad everybody is well. Thank you. Thank you for popping in, guys. Hello, Jess. Good to see you. Hello, hello. We have a lot of new folks that joined my channel this week because of that Brimfield video, and I am so touched. And it really means a lot to me, guys. Thank you so much for joining on and signing on to my channel. It really means a lot to me for you to subscribe. And if you're not already subscribed, remember it's free. All it is you just following me along. There's going to be a lot more videos of flea markets now that I know you guys how much you guys like those things. So I'll be doing that a lot with Chris. And yeah, so hi Carrie Ann. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get a sausage grinder. Yeah, Harvey, they're really good at that Italian place at at Brimfield. It's oh my gosh, it's so good. And they put fresh grilled onions and peppers on top. Really good, really good. On like an Italian hoagie roll. Really good. Yep. When I was a kid, a store in town called Big Chew had a baseball guy on it shredded a pouch like chewing tobacco, but it was bubble gum. Yeah, Big League Chew. They still have it. They still make it, believe it or not. Yeah, I actually saw some of it when we were up at the Vermont Country Store. And they actually have a website, guys. If you don't know the Vermont Country Store website, they have a lot of old candies, old things that you can't find normally. You can go on there and you can probably find a lot of it on there. Yeah, Big League Chew. It looked like chewing tobacco, but they were little strips of gum. So, yeah. But yeah, I guess you guys are talking about me chewing the gum chewing. So, yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I know. I was like a cow chewing his cud. I was like, oh my gosh. I actually heard it too, and I watched the video through afterwards, and I'm like, oh no, why did I do that? But hey, you learn, and everybody seemed to love the video anyway. Sometimes it doesn't bother folks, so hey. But no for next time. Yep, sold next to the candy cigarettes. Yes, yes, I remember that. I remember that clearly. Yep. You got a coat from them, Virginia? Yeah, Vermont Country Store is really cool. Yeah, they're really, really cool. Yeah. Oh, you didn't, Judy? Well, good. Some people did. Some people that probably listened maybe with their headphones or whatever. But I noticed even watching on my TV, I could hear it. The volume is up when the beginning opening of the video when I was looking at some of those boxes and things. So I still have to show you guys what I bought. And I did pick up that little tin with the owl on it. If you guys remember that in that first booth that I went into, or that first tent, I should say, because they're not really booths there, they're tents. So the first tent that I went into, I found that little tin with the owl on it. Had to get him because you guys know how much I love owls. So you didn't want to say anything. I know. Well, you know what? I learned my lesson and I know for next time, so I promise I won't do that again. I do apologize, guys. I know it's a very, it's like to some people it's like nails on a chalkboard. So I get it. For me, two clay pots, like just touching a clay pot or two clay pots rubbing together, it's like nails on a chalkboard. I can't. So I get it. I totally get it. Hey, Lynn Fogel, how are you? Good to see you. Hi, Dreamboat Annie. You smack it really loud to get all the flavor out of it. Yeah. The gum I was chewing was that were they ice cubes, I think they're called, and it's the grape one, the grape flavor one, and it's so good. It tastes just like the old grape bubble gum we had when we were kids. Hey, Perfecto, good to see you. The family is watching. I can say hi to your daughters, Adelina and Amaryllis. Hello, Adelina and Amaryllis. How are you guys? I'm so glad to have you guys watching. Welcome in. Hi, Elaine. Is there an owl room in the new home? No, I do not have an owl room. No rooms dedicated to owls. Yep. And as I told folks that know me, people that know me, I'm like, please please don't give me any more owl things. I have so many owl things. Unless it's like antique or vintage Halloween, I'm all over that. Um, Perhaps you guys saw, actually, no, I don't think I filmed that. I actually picked up a die cut of an old Halloween owl. So I was very excited to grab that too. I have to do a little thrift haul. I should have done that. I should have grabbed those things downstairs. I didn't get much, guys. One thing I got there this year, I'm going to bring to you guys tonight. It's right over here. It's absolutely stunning. Um, the lady was really, really nice, and yeah, so I'm able to bring that to you, and it cleaned up really good too. Wait till you see it. The thing is huge. Um, but I didn't really pick up a lot, and I didn't pick up a lot for myself. So, but it was still a good day anyway. It was a lot of fun. I had a blast. Always a good time to spend with my friend Michaela. She's a lot of fun. So, so without further ado, guys, welcome in. Um, we have 87 folks here tonight. If you are not in live chat or all messages, please click that. Make sure you're in live chat, all messages, not top chat. If you want to do any bidding, bidding is done in the chat. What we're going to do is I'm going to tell Mario to start at a certain price. He's going to put that into the chat. I'm going to talk a little bit about the item. I'm going to count it down from 10 to 1. And I'm going to say stop. And then Mario is going to account for the lag. He's going to put the stop in there. And then the highest bidder before the stop, he's going to do a refresh. Mario, I'm sure you know how to do your refresh. And then check to see the most up-to-date bid before the stop. And then he will call the winner and tell me who the winner is. And then we'll just go from there. If there's any questions, just alert Mario or alert me. I'll try to keep my eye on the chat, but it's hard to because I have to keep looking down. So if you have any questions, just alert Mario, and Mario will just kind of send up some little stars or arrows or something so that I'm able to look up and see what question was asked. So yeah, please give me a thumbs up, guys, if you haven't already. I would appreciate it. Thank you, Harvey, for pointing that out. I appreciate that. And again, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free and follow along. And hopefully, I can bring you guys some more flea market videos. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. Let's see what else. So if you're new to me and you haven't purchased anything, feel free to jump in. You do not need to register with me. What I will need is if you're new, I would need you to email me before the end of the show. I need your full name, your address with your zip code, and also your address associated, your email address associated with PayPal if you have PayPal. If you don't have PayPal, that's okay. I can still bill you through PayPal as a guest, and you can pay with, your debit card or your credit card or what have you. So that's no problem at all. And I use Pirate Ship for shipping, so that'll be added into your total. So none of the prices tonight include shipping. That's separate. So keep in mind that wherever you live around the country, the prices may fluctuate due to the distance from where I am here in Western Massachusetts. So keep that in mind. And the more you buy a heavier item, the more you buy, the bigger the box or whatever have you. I try to condense the box as small as I can within reason. So we don't want things to get broken. And unfortunately, once in a while, things do end up getting broken. If anything does get broken, I want you to immediately reach out to me and I will instantly refund you. And you don't have to worry about that. I will take care of everything from on my end. But if anything arrives broken, please let me know. I just need some pictures of the items broken and I will take care of it on my end and I will open up a claim with either UPS or USPS. So don't ever worry about that. I'm more than helpful in helping you through all of that tragedy if it happens. But I pack pretty well, so for the most part, 99.9% of the time, everything will get to you safely. Um, let's see. Dropped into. Oh, thank you so much, Shane. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And Heather, I'm not sure if Heather's there with you, but if Heather's there, hello, Heather. Hi, Shane. I miss you, girls. Haven't seen you in so long. I know you guys are busy taking care of that beautiful home and then moving out of your other house. So trust me, girls, I know how it is. I still got boxes over here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes in this room. Actually, no, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 boxes in this room alone. And yeah, they haven't even been opened yet. So I don't even know what's in them. So I get it. So yeah, you just take it easy and just focus on your beautiful home. So happy for you guys. All right, so without further ado, Mario, are you ready? Start your engines, Mario. Mario Andretti. Get ready, Mario. Drum roll, Mario. Mario, can you put a start of $18 on the screen? Start $18. Guys, this is really cool. Wait till Mario gets that up there. And of course, I have a lag because I'm using the software I use for filming is what I'm looking at. So I have a lag as well. So it takes a while. All right. So Mario put a start of 18 up there. Mario, make sure you put start 18 just so they know that you're not bidding. So just do start 18. But we'll take that as a start. So guys, this is really cool. It's a piano. It's a ceramic piano. Whoop-de-doo, Jeff, right? Wait till you see this. The top comes off, and look what it is. You guys know what that is? It's a lipstick holder. So those of you that are musically inclined and you want something pretty on your vanity or on your dressing table or whatever, and you want to hide your lipsticks, there you go. How awesome is that? Now I think this might even been, I don't even know, I don't know if it's a made in Japan piece. It might be because the way it's glazed, but this is so cool. This is awesome. Um, when I ever picked it up, it had tape all over it, and I was like, "Why is it taped?" So I thought it was like a music box because I have seen something similar, and it was like a music box. So I said, "Oh, well, it's a piano. It makes sense, right?" Once I got the tape off of it, I was like, "Uh-oh, what's that?" And then I thought about it. I was like, "That's a lipstick holder." So you put your lipstick, or guys, put your chapstick in there, cover it over. Done, right? How cute is that? Or if you don't want to put anything in it, you don't have to either. Now, it does have some condition issues, very, very minuscule. So the bottom foot here has a very tiny little chipper on there, but you can barely see it when you have it flat. It's underneath. And then the foot pedal here has a tiny little nick right here on the little foot pedals. It's a pump organ. That's why those are there. It's a pump organ, I should say, not a piano. Player piano pump organ. So that's there you go. So really cute, very pretty. Nice flowers on the top. I don't believe these are hand painted though. No, they're not hand painted. No, these are applied. But very cute. No decoration other than the foot pedals on the bottom. No markings on the bottom either. I don't know who the maker is. So really cute. So Mario, I'm not sure. Do we have any bids in there, Mario? I'm not sure if anybody came in on any bids on any of this, but it is very, very cute. And as far as its size, let's see, it stands about 4¼ inches tall, and it is about just about 5 inches wide at the top. Okay. So we're going to start the countdown on this. I don't know if we have any bids. Oh, Mario said we don't have any bids yet, but we're going to count this down. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7. And I've looked online. I couldn't see this anywhere online. The only ones I saw like this were like a music box. So it seems very unusual. I don't know. I don't know where I left off. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. I'm holding my fingers up for Mario so he can see me counting it down. And he knows when to put the stop in there. I'll wait for his stop. And I think that is going to be a pass. And if it's a pass, you can just say pass, Mario. I believe that's a pass for now. That's a pass. Okay, thank you, Mario. All right, next up, Mario, if you could do a start $15, please. Start $15. This is a nice set I put together. I kind of did a little marriage for you guys. All right, so Mario's got the start in there. So what this is this is a beautiful American Brilliant Cut set. Now these two do not glow. Now you're going to get a set of these. You're going to get the cream and sugar. Look at these. Are these not stunning? Look at the roses on the sugar. I'm going to just show you guys the sugar first. I'm going to get the cream and the sugar. Is this not gorgeous? Look at the rose. And there's no damage on any of these little teeth or anything, guys. Really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Beautiful rose cut into the on both sides. There's a rose on both sides with some leaves. And it's got these little stars or something, whatever you want to call those on the side here. Very pretty, but it does not glow, but it catches the light incredibly. So there's the cream or the sugar. Here's the creamer. Same pattern, of course, with the roses. Very, very pretty. Is that not gorgeous? Now this one here has a few like a little just very, very like these I would call flea bites. You could feel it with your finger, but you can't see it with your eye. It's just like roughness. But they are so beautiful, and they're a little they're hefty for their size too. But they're absolutely beautiful. Look at how gorgeous they are. Look at how they catch the light. Isn't that stunning? So you get those, and you also get this relish dish as well with these beautiful hob stars on the side. Look at that. Those pinwheels, I guess you would call them. You get pinwheel on either side. Another pinwheel here. Another pinwheel here. And then these teeth here, I believe, are also in really, really good shape. Yeah, there's just a little bit of roughness, but there's no chips. There's just some roughness. So, like this one right here. I'm sorry, I just hit the camera. There's a little roughness right there on that one. But, you expect it with something of this age. And it does say on the bottom, oh, it does actually have something inside. Let me see. This is actually art cut, I think is what it says. ARTCUT. And I'm not familiar with it. I did not research that, but this one does glow. Yeah, this one glows. This one has the green glow to it. But the sugar and creamers, the sugar and creamer, they do not glow. These do not have a glow to them at all. So I put them all together, all three. You get all three of these for $15. So you have like a relish. You could put like sugar packets in there for those folks that are like, that come over that can't use sugar. You can put your sugar packets in here. You could put jelly in here, little crackers, candies, what have you. If you're having tea, you know, little bonbons. Yeah. So you could fold some napkins for the bowl and then you'd have a nice set. Right, exactly. Yeah. Right. Absolutely. Yeah, and the creamer, I thought at first it was chip, but it's not. It's the way it's cut because there's like these little zipper cuts going right up the stem of the zipper of the spout, I should say. So I thought that was a cut or a chip at first, but it's not. It's the way it's cut. But a lot of work went into these. Really beautiful. All right, so we're going to count these down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. I think that might be a pass. If it is, if you could just put that in there, Mario. Otherwise, just let me know if there's somebody that put a bid in. It's a pass for now. Okay, we'll come back to it later. All right, next up, Mario, if you could do $5 start, please. $5. I have a beautiful yellow and gold damask tea towel. Wait till you see this, guys. Look at this. Is this not pretty? A piece of fuzz on it. Look at how pretty that is. This is absolutely gorgeous. Now, the front has this beautiful decoration at the bottom. I don't think it's hand done. The more I'm looking at it, I don't think it's a hand done piece. This isn't something that somebody bought the towel, and they used to embellish them a little bit. Ladies would embellish them, but this I don't believe is. I believe this was made this way. But it's a beautiful gold or yellow as one. I would say more of a gold color, but very pretty. And you have that nice damask up on top. And then the other side, the back of it, has a similar decoration, but just not as ornate. Isn't that pretty? Very, very pretty. Just to hang over something, just as a decoration, like, decorative towel. Unless you have guests over and you want them to use it, you can do that too. Now, I did not launder this, so I will leave that up to you guys. But look at how pretty that is. I'll measure it for you if you need me to. I can do that. Fold it in thirds. That's usually how I fold my towels too. In thirds like that, so the middle shows. And you have the folded edges on the side. So this is, let me measure it for you. About 24 inches. So about 24 inches in length. And its width, this is just roughly about 15 and a quarter. So 24 by 15 and a quarter. Very pretty. Absolutely. Oh, it looks like we have Virginia in for 5. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Really pretty, guys. We have Virginia in for 5. And we're going to start the countdown on this. 5. Oh, start the countdown on 5. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. It's very pretty. And it's linen. Tell it's linen just by the way it moves. Might be Irish linen, I'm not sure. Okay, it looks like Mario has a stop in there, and I think it's Virginia. Am I correct, Mario? We have Virginia. Virginia, hello. For $5. Okay, Virginia, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Virginia. Thank you, Mario, for your help. I appreciate it. Mario, could you do $10 on the screen for me, please? Start at $10. We have a record, guys. We'll see if Mario knows the year. He's so good. He's good at this. We have the Mamas and the Papas. I found this at Brimfield. Never thought I could find the greatest hits album of the Mamas and the Papas. I think it's the greatest hits album. Is this the greatest hits album? No, this was not their greatest hits. It might be though. You got my favorite on here. Monday, Monday, can't trust that day. Ugh. Who likes Mondays, right? Unless you're retired. Um, dedicated to the one I love. That's on here. Let's see what other one. I call your name. California Dreamin' is on here. I'll hold all these up for you so you guys can read read the songs. So those are the songs that are on it. And if he hasn't already, I'm sure Mario put the year that this came out. And there's all the songs that are on it. Okay. It's pictures of it. There's our sweet Mama Cass right there. Poor woman. Oh, it's so sad. It opens up as all the leaves are brown and the sky is gray. Everybody knows that, right? Yep. Classic. So if this is not in your library, this is something you want in your library. About 1965. Let me see if it has a year on it. I didn't even look, Mario. Let me see. No, it doesn't say. Let me see if it says it on the record. I didn't have a chance to look, but the record is in phenomenal shape. It comes in its original um, dust sleeve. And let's see here. No year on it, so most likely from the 60s. Does have some scuff marks on the record, but it's not my fingernail does not catch it, so that means that it's going to play without any problem. So really, really good record. Wow. I was tempted to keep it myself, but I said, well, I know you guys like records and you like me to bring you something new. I don't think I ever brought the Mamas and the Papas before. Maybe I have, I don't know. But I thought it was kind of cool. Really good album. Yeah, it's the bus album. Is that what they called it, Virginia? Yeah, they're in the bus. There it is. Can be yours. All right, we're gonna count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Great album. I mean, who doesn't like the Mamas and the Papas? 1968. Thank you, Virginia. 1968, guys. It's appearing backwards to you? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I. Hold on. Is that better? I might have been backwards, guys. Is that better? Was I backwards before? I wasn't mirrored properly. Yes, better now, guys. I'm so sorry. All right. So it looks like we had Sherry Craddock in there. Um, okay, so Sherry Craddock got that for 10. Thank you, Sherry. That's coming to you, honey. Are you a big Mamas and Papas fan? Okay. Very good. Hi, Jason. Good to see you, buddy. Hello, hello. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that comment. Thank you so much, Jason. Mwah. Thank you. I appreciate you popping in. Thanks, buddy. Yes, I'm going to do more. I was telling everybody I'm going to do more of those videos of Brimfield, or not of Brimfield, of flea markets. Everybody seems to like those, so we're going to keep doing that. Yes. Thanks for saying hi. I appreciate it, Jason. Thank you so much. All right, Mario, if you could put $20 on the screen as a start, please. $20, Mario. Where are my Candlewick fans? Those that like Candlewick. Here's a beautiful Candlewick salver or cake stand or whatever you want, pedestal. It's got my fingerprints on it after I washed it and everything. But anyway, I'm glad you liked it, guys. I'm glad you liked the flea market video. I'll do more of those for you guys. I promise. Yep. Gotta get Chris up early in the morning to go down to the flea market in Connecticut. Yeah, this is a really nice cake stand. So it measures 10 inches across. It's the 10-inch across. This came in different sizes, this particular one with this particular stand. I think it came in a couple different sizes. This is the 10-inch across, and it stands at 4 3/4 inches tall. 4 3/4 inches tall, and it's 10 inches across. So those of you that like candlewick, has that beautiful pattern. There's your candlewick pattern. I never was really a fan of it, but you guys have really gotten me to appreciate it. And this was made by Imperial Glass. It was the company that made this. And this is absolutely stunning. And I have seen some of the candlewick cake stands with just a single pedestal. This one actually has that flared out bottom on it. So you could maybe even use it this way and do a small floral arrangement in it and do something around the base. See, always think outside the box, guys. Don't always use stuff for what it's intended. I always think outside the box. That's what I love to do. So how neat would that be? And it came out really nice, nice and shiny clean. Didn't look like that when I found it. Yeah, really, really nice. No damage to it at all. All the little doodads, little pearls, I call them. I always call them little pearls or little beads. They're all in perfect shape. Really beautiful. And there it is. Make your cakes look all that much better. Or pies. You could put a pie on here too. Why not? So, hi, Kels. How are you, hon? Hello to everybody that's popped in that I missed. So sorry if I missed you. Sandra Garcia, hi. How are you? Good to see you, hon. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are popping in. Randy, I can't think of it. It's the one that's in the it's a you might know. It's a drive-in theater, or it was a drive-in theater. I just can't think of the name of it. You'll probably know when I now that I mentioned that. Hi, Meg. All right, we're gonna count this one down. I think we have a bit in there, so we're gonna count this down. 10, 9, Elephant's Trunk. No, it's not Elephant's Trunk, but I do want to get there, Sandra. That's one that I do want to get to at some point. I would love to go down there, but it's not that one. Nope, nope. I'm sure Randy will know. All right, we'll count it down again. I'm sorry. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Thank you, Elena. Mansfield Drive-In. That's the one. Yep, that's it. Elena got it. Mansfield Drive-In. Yep. Yep, that's the one. So if you guys are just joining me, Mario is doing my starts and stops tonight because Chris and Toby's at Grandma's house, and Chris had to give a scuba diving lesson to some instructors tonight. So he is busy and could not moderate for me tonight. So in order for me to go live, I needed a moderator, and Mario was kind enough to do that for me. So he put the stop in there, and I'm going to let him put the name. We'll let Mario call the winner. I think we saw Sandra came in, I think, after the stop. Sandra, I'm so sorry. I'm not sure who came in before that. Sandra Norden got that one. And for what price, Mario? If you could just tell me the name and the price. I can scroll back up and check myself. Let me look here and see. Was it Sandra for 30? I see Sandra for 30. If you can confirm that. Thank you so much, Mario. I appreciate that. Thank you. Congratulations, Sandra. And Sandra Garcia, I'm so sorry. I'll keep an eye out for another one for you. I come across Candlewick a lot, so I'll keep an eye out for another one. All right. Thank you so much, Sandra Norton. It's beautiful. Okay. Wait do you guys see what I have coming up at the end? Like, wow. I bet most of you have never seen one of these before. And I hope Florida Golden Girl is here. She may be interested in that one. Wow. I was like, holy cats, what is that? And then I picked it up and I said, I think I know what that is. I showed Chris, and Chris was like, no, that's not what that is. And I said, yeah, it is. And I looked it up, sure enough. So that's coming towards the end. So something exciting. Get a little bit of a lesson at the end, guys. All right. Let's see. Candlewick is beautiful. Yes, it is. It sure is, isn't it? Yeah. Really pretty. You haven't been to the Mansfield Drive-In? Oh, Randy, you should go to the Mansfield Drive-In. You'd like it. And there's a great diner not too far from there. Have a nice breakfast afterwards or before, and then go to the flea market. It's a fantastic flea market. Highly recommend it. Yep. Sherry, I love candle wicking. Maybe she had pillow covers back in the day. Candle wicking, is that a type of craft? I'm not sure on that. You collected too, Sandra? Okay, I get all the Sandras collect Candlewick. All right, that's good to know. I'll keep an eye out for some more, guys. Yeah, you have to check it out, Randy. You'd enjoy it. It's fantastic. I think they only do it on Sundays, if I'm not mistaken. And they do it every Sunday. But I think they might have a website. All right, so enough of my jibber jabber. Sorry, guys. I see I don't have Chris here to yell at me. Say, come on, Jeff, let's go. All right. Who here likes Tupperware? Some folks like their Tupperware. I found another Tupperware. Now, because a lot of the stuff is very summery, I noticed as I was putting it together, I'm like, oh, even the colors and everything like reminds me of summer. Well, who can picture some lemonade in this? Speaking of which, I have some right here. I'll take a sip. I can just see this coming out of that. There's a beautiful old fashioned, I would say probably from the 70s or 80s. Remember how you had to press the little button and you pull it up to release it? Chris. Mario, if you could put $10 on the screen, please. $10 start. So this is a Tupperware pitcher. It's a 2 quart and it's number 1676. And it was their classic sheer line. I don't know much about Tupperware. I'm going to learn a little bit more about it. Maybe Tina Bradford will teach me a little bit about it. I think Tina sells it. I don't know if she's here tonight or not, um, but I get I get some messages from her regarding Tupperware a lot. So I think she knows a lot about Tupperware. So I'll have to ask her a little bit about it. But this is circa 70s, 80s, and just a classic picture. It's in phenomenal shape, nice and clean. There's the top. There's the bottom. The bottom is actually marked Tupperware. And on the bottom is that number that I just mentioned. There's that number right on the bottom. See it right on the bottom there? And then it has the dishwasher safe logo there. Now this does come apart. The top, this top part pops off. So you can actually clean the bottom and the top. So that in case you get water in here when you're washing it, I was actually washing it and I was like, oh no. I'm like, how am I going to get the water out? Little did I know that this actually comes apart. The top actually comes off. So there you go. Apart fully. Even the little plastic doohickey. So you just put it all back together again. Good old Tupperware, made in the USA. And you just, and then stick it back in. And it gives it an airtight seal. Good old Tupperware. So if anybody's looking for a nice 2 quart lemonade pitcher, there you go. For $10. Good stuff that'll last you forever. Good stuff. Good old standard pitcher with that beautiful country blue. That reminds me of the 80s. Remember everybody had that country blue kitchen. We did growing up. My mom got into the country geese. We had the country geese, dish towels. We had it on pot holders. She had the country goose. She didn't have the no, she didn't have the canister set. We had a cookie jar. It was the goose. And I don't know what happened to that, but yep, I think everybody had that. Yeah, that's why, right, exactly. That's why it comes apart. Yeah, because otherwise mildew, can you imagine? Yeah. Yep, everything comes apart. Tupperware is amazing stuff. Yep. All right, we will count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. You always wish your mom get Tupperware. Well, here's your chance to have your own Tupperware. It's good stuff. Of course, they still make it, but the colors are not the same. They're a little bit different now. It's nice to have the vintage stuff. All right, I see Mario stop, and I'm not sure if we have any winners on that or possibly a pass. He'll let me know. Pass for now on the Tupperware. Okay, no problem. All right, so moving right along. Mario, if you could put $30 on the screen for me, please. $30, 30. Start at 30. Wait till you see this, guys. Anybody here like Fiestaware? Ooh, you guys probably didn't hear that because of the sound cancellation, but I just whacked my drink glass with one of these. Everything's okay. Okay, you have some of the new stuff, Annie? Yeah, yeah. It's all good stuff. I mean, Tupperware is just it lasts you a lifetime. Really is good stuff. You know. So you ready for this, guys? Look what I found. How amazing are these? These are both Fiestaware. So this is called the Fiestaware pedestal mug. This yellow one. We'll talk about this one first. This is an 18 to 21 ounce liquid mug. Huge. This thing is huge. It holds a lot of liquid. It's marked on the bottom Fiesta. This has since been discontinued. Homer Laughlin, HLC means Homer Laughlin. It stands for the Homer Laughlin Company. It has a teapot on it. Looks like a vase, some sort. You got another tea. These are all images of Fiesta. There's like the Fiesta picture there, like Fiesta products. There's their coffee pot, the teapot, and then I think that's a vase, I believe. And this is a really great mug. If you like drinking a lot of coffee in the morning, let me tell you, this holds. I usually drink this kind of a mug size of coffee. I've actually used this when I bought it. I had to wash it. And I'm like, I got to drink out of it and see what it's like. It's really nice. It's a heavy mug, but it doesn't hold near. It probably holds 2 cups of this, two of these in here. Oh my gosh, this thing is huge and not very easy to find either. Very unusual. Neither have I, Joan. I never saw this before, the pedestal mug. And I just look at the images on it. And these are all Fiestaware, images. The pitcher, the coffee pot, the teapot, and then I believe that's just a vase. And it's really comfortable in your hand and just to like grip and warm up your hands in the morning. It's so comfortable. Yeah, I'm doing all but to keep this for myself, but I have way too many mugs. That's why Dee has her mug sale. I'm telling you, I should join her mug sale some night. I could sell some mugs too. So these are what I'm bringing you to. You're getting both of these for $30, and this is just the standard mug. This ran from 1999, by the way, to 2006, and it has been discontinued. They don't make this anymore. And the turquoise mug is 10.5 ounces. And this was introduced in 1986. And I believe they still make this, but I don't believe they make it in this color turquoise. But the colors are just awesome together. And you get them both. And just online, I've seen these online. These pedestal mugs go for $30 alone. So you're getting quite a deal here. So you're getting both of these. Good quality, Homer Laughlin, made in the USA. And here's the marking on the bottom for the Fiesta on the mug. It's actually under the glaze. You can see USA Fiesta, and you can also see it stamped on the bottom as well. Really nice mugs. Good stuff. Yeah, these are, I've never seen these before. I picked it up and I was like, what is that? I'm like, that's cool. I saw the coffee pot and I was like, that's cool. And I picked it up and I'm like, Fiesta. I was like, holy cow. Look at that. And there it is. It's called their pedestal mug. All right. All right. So we're going to count this down. 10, your daughter's collecting pink. That's a nice color. I remember they did the pink and the gray. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Hopefully there's not too much of a lag tonight, guys. It looks like we have looks like Constance in there. I think we have Constance for 30. Constance, you're new to me, I think. I don't believe you've purchased from me before. Welcome and congratulations. Thank you so much. Welcome in. I think I'm just waiting for Mario to confirm that. Yep, thank you, Mario. I appreciate that. Constance, thank you so much and welcome in. I appreciate that. And this is your first purchase with Olde Hadley Vintage. Welcome in. Thank you. I don't believe I have your info, so if you could send me your info, I can't do the scroll. Let me see if I can do that scroll thing that Chris does, the banner. I don't even know if I can do that. No. Let's see, how about this one? Yep, there we go. So this is the information that I'm going to need from you. It's rolling right down here in the Chiron below. I just need I'm going to need your real name, your address with your zip code. Let me know also in the email if you have PayPal. If you don't, that's okay. I can bill you as a guest, but I need to know that ahead of time so that once I actually do the PayPal, I can email you the link. Okay? All right. And again, my email is right here. So very easy to find me. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you very, very much, Constance. I appreciate that. I'll check and make sure that I get your email before the end of the show because otherwise I won't have any way to communicate with you. So I want to make sure I get your name right here. Constance Bearer, Bearer. Thank you so much, Constance. All right. Mario, if you could remind me at the end to just double check and make sure her email came through to me, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Constance. I appreciate it. You're going to really enjoy that. And if you're a collector of Fiesta, you know about that pedestal mug. So, congratulations. Hi, Kathy. I just saw your name pop up on my screen now. Welcome in, everybody. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry, but welcome in. Yeah, better late than never. That's great. Glad to have you here, Kathy. Thanks for popping in, hon. All right. So next up, I have, and I'm gonna anything that didn't sell, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do a rerun through, so you don't have to worry about it. Um, I do have something amazing. Anybody here like cranberry glass? I do not know the maker. Um, Mario, if you could please put in, um, if you could please put in $15 start, 1 5. This is really, really really, really pretty, really beautiful. Hi, Miss Jackie. How are you, honey? Oh, don't worry about being late, guys. You know, you can pop in anytime you want. I know the weekends are hard because a lot of times if it's nice weather out, everybody's out enjoying the weather or spending time with their family or what have you. So, guys, I do not know who the maker is. Now, a lot of you will look at it and say, oh, it's probably Fenton. When I look at this, I don't see Fenton. The primary reasons why I don't say Fenton is because you can see that it's hand blown on the bottom. See how the rough pontil, it has not been polished or roughed out. You can even see the burnt mark from the when they blew the glass. See it? That's the burn of the bottom from when they fired it. You can still see that ash in the glass. The pontil again is very rough. It was hand blown, obviously, and the ruffles are not even as well. Fenton would never do that. They would always have very even ruffles. It's a Jack in the Pulpit vase because it looks like a Jack in the Pulpit flower. It is beautiful and it is cranberry glass and it starts off as a very rich pink and it comes down and it lightens up so light. It's a very, very light pink at the bottom. And then it just gets darker as it goes to the top. It's really pretty. It caught my eye right away. I thought it was two different colors or the cranberry rubbed off. I thought maybe it was like stained. You know, they have that cranberry stain or flash. I guess they call it stained is a better term for it nowadays, but this is not. This is actually the color. This is the real color of the glass. But when they blew it, um, and they broke off the pipe, you know, once the glass stretched, it lightened up and all the color kind of remained at the tip. Isn't that amazing? I thought this was absolutely beautiful. Hi, Christine. It is an artisan piece, yes. And this is absolutely stunning. And it's in the style of Fenton, but it is not Fenton. But it's funny how, you know, if you do like what do you call that? Google image search or whatever, first thing that pops up is, oh, it's Fenton. It's not Fenton, you know, but in the style of, but really beautiful vase nonetheless. Still very pretty. And again, it's a handmade piece, hand blown piece. And it was loved. It's got some scratches on the bottom and everything. Can't really tell its age. Maybe 50s, 60s, but it's still really pretty. Jack in the Pulpit. Gorgeous. And if you collect cranberry glass, well, here's a unique piece. But nothing special. I'm almost positive it's not Pilgrim glass. It's not Pilgrim, but it's still pretty nonetheless. Yes. All right. Yes, please follow Al. If you guys are not familiar with Al, please follow Al's Full Shell Shop, and check out what she has to offer. She does some sales as well. And she's just, I believe, Al, I believe you're just starting out. So yes, please check on Al's shop if you guys can. I don't have links. Chris isn't here enough to look up the links and post it. I'm not sure if Mario knows how to do that. But yes, please subscribe to her. She's fantastic. Yeah, you'll really enjoy her shows. Yep. I usually end up watching them on repeat, Al, so I'm usually not on there when you're live, but I do catch them and give you a thumbs up when I'm able to watch you. So yeah, definitely check out Al if you guys can. All right, so we're gonna count this down. I don't know if we have any bids, but we're gonna count it down. 10. Oh, and I didn't even give you a size. I didn't even measure it. The highest point is 9 inches. So it stands at 9 inches tall. 10, 9, 8. Oh, you're welcome, Al. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. And anything that hasn't sold thus far, I'll come back at the end and I'll show you at the end. And we'll just wait for Mario. Mario's my moderator tonight, and he is calling my starts and my stops. And he's letting me know who the winner is if there's anybody that bid. I see his stop just went in there, just popped up on my screen. Not sure if that's a pass or he'll let me know. And it's a pass now on the cranberry. Thank you, Mario. All right, so that's a pass. All right, next up, guys, I have a choice. Now, you guys love these patriotic towels that I brought you last week or the week before. Week before. I have two new ones for you. Yep, I found them. I knew I had purchased two more, and I knew they were somewhere. Well, I found them. So, Mario, I'm going to have you put on the screen $5 start choice. Okay? It's a $5 start choice. If you can put all that on the screen for me. So you're going to get your choice of two towels, guys. You can either, and then whoever the winning bidder is, they could take both, or you can just take one. And then if there's somebody else that bids, it'd be the second bidder. I can offer the towel that somebody didn't take, and if they didn't take both, and so on and so forth. All right, so your first towel that I have here is a flag. Looks like the side of a barn of some sort on one edge near the sheep, and then there's like a flag image in the sky, and then you got little sheep in a meadow, and I just love that because I think sheep are so cute. So that's your first choice that I have, and it's like the ones I always show you guys. These are linen towels, and they're made from like a muslin. And this lady makes these. She stains them with like either tea or coffee. I think she uses tea, and she puts these images on there. And they're fully square, and I cannot remember. I should write down because they're all the same. They're always the same size. And I cannot remember. Let me see. I'll measure them for you. So I'll measure it, and then we'll just double up. Let's see, 12. So they're 30 by 30 square. 30 by 30. So that's one choice for you. And they smell so good too, because this lady also makes candles. I would love to bring you guys some candles, but now that the weather is warming up, it was 90 here today in Western Mass. 90. I was outside. I got burnt on my neck, got burnt on the back of my arm. My arms are all red. Oh, oh my goodness. So, but that's okay. It's all part of being a homeowner and having to do yard work, right? Nothing wrong with that. I was able to meet my wonderful new neighbors. I'm not sure. I had told him that I have a YouTube channel and he was all excited. So, Rudy, if you're watching, hello. It was such a pleasure to meet my new neighbors. They are a fabulous couple. And I look forward to, maybe having a glass of lemonade and shooting the breeze with them again soon. So, there's your first choice. Your second choice is Betsy Ross. And she's sewing the flag. And again, same size, 30 by 30. And it is tea stained. You can see the stains from the tea. And you get Betsy Ross, and she's sitting there sewing the flag in her rocking chair by the fire. Well, not sure if the fire is going. Doesn't look like it, but how awesome is that? That's my favorite one. I do. I have quite the farmer's tan going on, let me tell you. I sure do, Kathy. Sure do, my dear. So these are your choices, guys. All right, we're going to count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Every time I see Betsy Ross, all I can think of is the Maude theme song. And then there's Maude, and then there's Maude. Betsy Ross had it all sewed up. Cracks me up. All right, wait for Mario's stop, or did he already put the stop in there? Oh, Mari already put the stop in there. Okay, so who is our high bidder first? Oh, Virginia, hello. You got in there just after the stop. But I think you were our highest right before the stop too, at 9. So let me see. Let me see what Mario says. I think you're still our high bidder. Oh, is it Kathy? Oh, yep, it is. Oh, it's Kathy. I just scrolled up. Kathy, you're the highest bidder at 10. All right, so Kathy Ficarata, would you like one, both, or which one would you like? If you could just let us know in the chat. Very primitive looking. They're fabulous, especially if you have a nice primitive kitchen. Or Kathy's going to let us know which one she would like. Oh, Kathy's going to take both. Okay, thank you, Kathy. And thank you, everybody, for your bids on that. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's wonderful. Okay, Kathy, those are coming to you, honey. Thank you so much. All right. All right, let me just put you down here. All right, thank you, Kathy. All right, those are coming to you, honey. All right, so next up, guys, what is this? Oh, are you ready for this? This is the piece that I told you guys is that I got this, I picked this up at Brimfield. And when I saw it, I was like, what the heck is that? It is enormous. You ready for this thing? I hope I can pick it up with my sore arms from weed whacking earlier. Oh, this thing's heavy. You ready? Mario, could you put $28 on the screen? Start, please. 28 start. Guys, this is 15 inches across. It is the biggest console bowl I have ever seen. Look at this. This just reminds me of the ocean. Does this not remind you of the ocean or what? Look at this thing. Now, who's the maker? I have no idea. I looked and I've researched and I looked high and low. Everything that comes up is Caprice, Cambridge Caprice. It's not Cambridge Caprice. This is not Cambridge Caprice. But if you collect Cambridge Caprice, it will match it. It is that same beautiful ocean blue. And this thing is so heavy. It has, I believe the middle is 9 inches. Let me see. No, maybe I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Nope, the middle opening, I know where I got 9, is 6 inches. 6 inches in the middle. That's how much of an opening you get. And the entire thing is 15 inches across. It is enormous. And if you have some blue candlesticks or even white milk glass candlesticks on your dining room table, you do this, white milk glass candlesticks, and do like a red arrangement of carnations, red, white, and blue, right there. How fabulous is that? And this looks like the ocean. I mean, I saw this and I was like, whoa. I've never seen anything like this before. And it is old because it does have a lot of wear on the bottom, but I'm not sure the maker. I really don't know. Maybe you guys know, but I've looked. I cannot figure out who the heck this is. But some of y'all are smarter than I am when it comes down to identifying some of these things. And I still have all my reference books in boxes. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to kick the camera. Sorry, guys. But this is really, really beautiful and heavy. Yeah, red and white pistachios, right? Beautiful, beautiful bowl, guys. I've never seen anything like it. Huge. And it's very heavy. Very, very heavy. Yeah, but it's stunning. And no damage to it at all. I checked all the edges on it and it was nasty when I found it. It was covered in dust. She had it out on a table and I think it was out like when it rained or whatever, it had water in it. I don't know. No. Anyway, it's clean now. All right. Duncan Miller Caribbean? Possibly. Yeah, it could possibly be. I don't know. I don't know, Sandra. I didn't look it up, honey. But if you know, hey, if you know, you know. Like I always say, right? If you know, you know. So here it is. It is beautiful and it's heavy and it's hurting my arms. So I'm going to count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Me too, Lisa. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Yeah, tell me about this is gonna go this would go into peanuts. I would actually no pun intended with your pistachios, but I would pack this in peanuts. Not real peanuts. That thing is heavy as all get out. Woo! But beautiful, guys. I see Mario stopping there, and I think that might be a pass so far. I'm just gonna wait for Mario to come up with that. And that is a pass. Okay, so pass on the Blue Wave console wall. All right, next up, guys, I have something very, very special. This is amazing. And you guys are probably going to think it's one thing, like Chris did right off the bat. And I was like, no, it's not. And and even my friend Chad said the same thing. And I was like, no, it's not. Mario, could you put $30 on the screen? $30 start, please. And this is probably something you guys have never seen before. So if any of you are into, I guess they call it funeralia, or something of that sort, this, now, it is missing the bottom spike. Somebody cut the spike off the bottom of it. This is called the Clara. This is a grave site or cemetery vase. This was actually produced, this is an antique. It was actually produced in 1885. And it was featured in Florists Weekly. It was a Chicago publication in 1885. And they actually had an ad in there. And anybody who buys this, if you're curious, I will send you a screenshot from the research that I did about this vase. I actually found a ad all about this. And what it says right on it is the Clara. Right on the bottom, the Clara, and it says patent pending. Now, originally, this would have had a spike on it, about another inch, and it would have been a spike, glass spike. But it has broken off, or somebody cut it off. It looks like a clean cut or a clean break because it is broken off, but it does have some chips on the bottom here. But this glows like the Dickens. So it does have a glow to it. So it is definitely an older piece, and you could still use it if you even if you wanted to use it. I mean, whether you want to use it in a cemetery next to a grave in a grave site, I probably wouldn't because they're going by with those lawnmowers and they're going by with the weed whackers and it kicks up stones and guess what? It'll break. But if you wanted to use this around your house in a garden, you could by all means do that. And it is absolutely beautiful. Now, what did everybody think this was originally when I showed it to them? A car vase. The vase, little vases, those were fairly small and they fit into the little holders in the cars in the back and they would have flowers in them. This is enormous. So when I did some research and I looked up the Clara, I actually found that information. So again, it's from American Florist Weekly from 1885. It was the Vaughn's Book for Florists. And it says, made of solid molded, and they spelled molded Moulded. Molded glass. This came in green, So it's probably a uranium green. Can you imagine that one? I can't even find a picture of it. That's how rare these are. Um, and it also came in what they called white or clear. They used to call anything that was clear, they would call it crystal or white. This would be the white version, you know. Um, so if you wanted me to send you the little link to the ad that this is in the Florist Weekly, it's so cool to see. It does, like I said, it does have some chips on the bottom though, but it's still an amazing, very, very unusual, very rare piece. Very unusual. Beautiful piece. Yep. So if you like funeralia, I guess that's what they call it, funeralia, like people that collect stuff that's like related to like, funeral homes or cemeteries or that sort of thing. Um, but I'm not sure if Florida Golden Girl is in here, our cemetery channel, but I brought this because I figured she might be all over this too. She would have loved this. This is really, really, really something cool. You don't see this every day. I could not believe it. I was like, what is that? I was like, how in the heck I'm like, I knew right away that it had to go into the ground, but it didn't have a spike. So it's got a clean, like I said, it's a clean break, but it's still beautiful. The Clara. Yep. So you can always put it in some florist foam too, in the center of like if you have a large bowl, like a center bowl, and you put some florist foam in there, you could shove this right down the middle of it. And you know what you just made yourself? An epern. Make yourself your own epern. Just don't tell everybody what it is. You had a cemetery thing in the middle of the table. But I think it's awesome. Funerary and mourning ephemera. Yes, exactly. Well, ephemera would be more like paper. But yeah, right along the lines of that. Yeah. Funeralia or funeraria. Yeah, funerary. Yep. I know Margot likes that stuff. I don't know if Margot's here tonight, but I know Margot, she likes it too. But I'm not sure if we have a bid or not in there, but we are going to count this down. This is awesome, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You probably won't see another one of these. 2, 1, and stop. Very cool. Wanted to keep it. I was so tempted to keep it because I'm like, I'm never going to find another one of those. But I'm like, no. All right, I see Mario stopping there, and I don't know if we have any bids. Maybe that's a pass. I don't know. I'll let him call it out or. All right. Sorry I was long-winded on that one. I wanted to give you guys a lot of info on it. So, oh, he said Kel's at 30. Thank you, Kel's. Thank you so much. All right, so that's going to Kel's for 30. Thank you very much, Kel's. That is awesome. I'm telling you, that is a very rare piece. Very rare. Cindy Junkin. Yes, very rare. You don't come across that every day. I almost flipped when I saw that. Yep, that is a steal, Kels. There's one on Etsy. I will tell you right now, someone is selling on Etsy. I don't know if that one has a spike or not. And they're asking 156 or 159 or some random amount like that. So, congratulations. Yeah, exactly. The tip is gone. Yeah, but you know what? Still, you can still use it, if your soil is soft, so you could still shove it right into the soil. Or if you're using it in the house, just use some floral foam. It'll still work. That's what I would have done, you know. So, you'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. So you got a deal on that, girl. Yep. Congratulations. All right, Mario, could you put $20 start, please? For our milk glass fans, those that live in the desert. Those that live in that hot climate. How about some Fenton, guys? Here's some beautiful Fenton. Anybody know what the pattern is? Why did I say those that live in the desert region? Because this is the cactus or agave pattern. And it is made by Fenton. It is the fan vase. I know it doesn't look like a fan, but it is it's considered their fan vase. It's 6 inches tall and it's in phenomenal shape. And I believe if you look really closely at the bottom, you can almost see a ring of fire, but very, very mild. You have to just hit the light just right. And it's only the bottom feet where you can see that ring of fire. The top, I don't see it very much, but definitely the feet. But this is a beautiful milk glass vase. It's oval. And again, 6 inches tall. And I did not measure how wide it is. Let's see how long it is. It's 7¼ inches long. And its width is about three, no, actually, no, about 2 3/4 inches. Really beautiful. And it is Fenton. And I looked it up, and this was made between 1959 and 1963 as per replacements.com. Replacements, the website for, glassware, dishes, and that sort. So really, really beautiful piece, especially if you live in the desert, because these are cactus or the agave, called it cactus or the agave planter. Very, very nice. You could put a little tea light in here. Imagine this glowing with a tea light in it. Oh, I wish I had one here to show you. Can you imagine? Very cool. So if you're sitting out in the back patio on your very warm desert night. Actually, the desert gets kind of cool, doesn't it, Mario, at night? I think you told me it gets kind of cool. Yes, actually, an aloe vera would look beautiful in this. You could plant an aloe vera plant in here. Yeah, that would actually look fantastic in here. Why not? Absolutely. But really beautiful. It's in phenomenal condition. I can't believe its condition. Look at how shiny. Of course, yes, I know I clean. I'm always bragging about my cleaning, but I take the time. I take the time, and if there's any scuffing or whatever, I always try to clean it off. You know, but really, really nice. Yeah, see the Southwest. Yeah, it gets a little chilly at night, so I'll send a picture to Jeffrey so that he can share. Put the two at live after I put the two of them together. Oh, okay. And Kels, I'll send you an email with that link to that ad from that Florist magazine with that in it. It's so cool to see. From 1885. It's really cool. All right, so I'm not sure if we have any bids. We're going to count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Make sure you check your bids. I don't know what we're up to, but I think we had an earlier bid, Kels. Check the bids. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Fair warning, don't forget to check the double bids. 1, and stop. Really pretty. And it's heavy too. Solid milk glass. Good old Fenton. Good old Fenton. We'll wait for Mario's stop. Oh, we got some last minute bids coming in. And Mario's got a stop just popped up. I'll let him do a refresh and make sure we get the right bidder in there. I think it might be Al. Might be Al and her full shell shop. I think. We'll see if Mario's got the same on his. Al for 28. Okay, thank you, Al, and thank you. I think it was who else was bidding? I think Kels was bidding on that too. Thank you, Kels. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, Al. That's coming to you, hon. All right, so yeah. All right, very good. Thank you so much. That is a beautiful piece. Yeah, really pretty. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, next up I have a record, guys. Who likes Elvis? Yes, an Elvis record. Mario, could you put $15 start, please? $15. I can't do all this, but there he is. So Elvis's golden records. Um, you got them all on here, guys. You got them all. I mean, this is it right here. You ready? Don't Be Cruel, Hound Dog, All Shook Up, Heartbreak Hotel, Jailhouse Rock, Love Me Tender, Love Me True. I mean, come on, look at that. Look at those songs, guys. Those are all of his big hits. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, grind all the time. I mean, this, you can't get any better than this, guys. You got them all right here. And this record, it's an RCA Victor stereo. The record is in phenomenal shape. Got a little bit of dirt on the edge of it, which I'm going to actually clean off. I have a cleaning agent downstairs that I'm going to use and clean this. Um, so I'm gonna try it out. I get to try it out. So it has a little bit of dirt here. I think it kind of like snuck out of the record, and I think some water got on it or something. Where is it? Yeah, it's right here. A little bit of dirt. So I'll wash that off. It'll get nice. I'll get it nice and clean. So let's see what's the year on this. Mario, you know? Let me see what the year is on it. 1958, guys. Printed in USA. RCA Victor's Miracle Surface. An anti-static ingredient which helps records dust-free, helps to prevent surface noise and ensure a faithful sound reproduction. And it has a dust sleeve inside. So here's the dust sleeve, the original dust sleeve. Oh, and it has all this images of all of his albums and stuff. Look at that. Just that alone, guys. Look at that. Wow. How cool is that? I mean, who doesn't love Elvis? Come on. Look at that. Talk about ephemera right there. Very cool. Kissin' Cousins, Elvis, Rustabout Elvis, Fun in Acapulco, Acapulco, Clam Bake, Elvis, Spin Out, Harum Scarum, Frankie and Johnny, Girl Happy. Yep. Motion picture soundtrack albums. Yep. So there is the songs again. I'm gonna move this pink vase here before I knock it down. So there's all the songs again. You get all those top songs. So if you're an Elvis fan, you got them all right here. All right. So I think we have a bid in there too. So we're going to count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sold. Stop. There goes Elvis. Elvis has left the building. I know y'all are waiting for me to say that, right? I think we had a bid or something that popped in. I thought I saw a bid. It goes so fast, and all I see are two chats at a time, and I have to scroll. But Mario is on it, and he will tell me. I'm gonna just take a quick sip if you don't mind. I have raspberry lemonade mixed with water. I always dilute it because that simply lemonade, it's just too sweet, so I always dilute it with water. That's good though. Top bucket list for sure. Right up there with seeing the Beatles. Oh yeah. Perfecto for Elvis. Okay. And then what was the bid on this? Just one bid that came in? I have to go back up. Was it 17? Okay, yeah, I'm seeing 17 for Perfecto. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, Heather. Thank you very much, Perfecto. That is coming to you, my friend. You and the girls are going to listen to that. All right, you and your daughters will be dancing around the living room to Elvis. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Perfecto. All right. Awesome. Very cool. All right, Mario, could you do $5 start on the screen? $5. You only have a few more items and then we'll go through the other stuff, guys. Hi, Heidi Esterholm. How are you, Heidi? Good to see you, hon. Oh, you're so welcome, Perfecto. Thank you. All right, so we have a $5 start, guys. Guess what's coming up? Father's Day. Any dads out there that are looking for something for themselves, or you looking for something for your dad, or something to remember your dad from? Here's a beautiful, beautiful mug. This was made in Czechoslovakia. It has a beautiful gold rim on it. I don't know if it's like 14 karat gold or anything. I doubt it, but I don't know. You never know. Could be. It's also written gold, father in gold. Has this beautiful blue rose on the front. And then you turn it around. There's a beautiful little rose in the back. Nothing on the inside. And it's porcelain, of course. And it is marked on the bottom, Czechoslovakia. Show you that. There's the Czechoslovakia mark. And it is a beautiful, beautiful mug. Whether you use it for coffee or tea, or you just put it on display. But this would make a perfect Father's Day gift. You could put some flowers or his favorite candies inside. There you go. Or if you want something to remember your dad by, you could put his favorite flowers in here and put it on your mantle to remember dad. All right? How pretty is that? I just thought this mug was gorgeous. I just love the colors. I know they also made the same company, I believe, also made one that had a car on it, and they have a mother one as well. The mother one, I think, just had a flower on it, but this one here actually has a flower for father. I think it's very nice. Some dads out there have green thumbs, and they like to, go out and do their pruning of their rose bushes. You know, so not sure if we have any fans of this, but we are going to count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Life with Father. No. Who was in it, Mario? I'm going to make a note because every time you tell me to watch something, it's always good. Life with Father movie. I don't know if we had any bids on that or if anybody jumped in on that. Great movie. Okay, well, I'm going to have to watch that. Life with Father. Hmm. Oh, William Powell. Oh, wow. Irene Dunn. Oh, I'm going to have to check it out. I don't think we had any bids on that, right? Is that a pass, guys? Oh, no, it looks like we had Al for $5 on that one, Al. Yep, Al for 5. Okay, that's coming to you, Al. Thank you, hon. All right, Al, that's coming to you, sweetie. That's really pretty. Yep. All right. Last record of the night, guys. Are you ready for this one? Ooh. She was one of my favorites. She's still one of my favorites. Unfortunately, she's no longer with us, our sweetheart. Mario, could you put $15 on the screen, please, for me? This is not a record you come by all the time, especially with Mr. Ike on it. You know what I'm talking about? Ike and Tina Turner. Proud Mary, right here. Proud Mary, keep on burning. Can you get any better than Tina? I mean, come on. Tina, Tina, Tina. Tina, Tina, my sweet Tina. There she is. Ike and Tina Turner, greatest hits. And the first song is, of course, Proud Mary. And I'm going to hold up. Ooh, ooh, poo, pa-doo. Ooh, poo, pa, ooh, poo, pa-doo. I don't remember that song. Ooh, poo, pa-doo. Sexy Ida, I Want to Take You Higher. Let's see, Come Together. It's going to work out fine. A Fool in Love. Baby Get It On. And I've Been Loving You Too Long. And there they are on the back. There's Ike and Tina. She was fabulous. Oh, I've always loved Tina Turner. I always wanted to see her in concert. Those are the songs in the back. 1973. Thank you, Mario. I don't know. Did I write that one down? You might have. It might be 1973. Yeah, I didn't write that one down. Yep, she sure was. Love Artina. There she is, her and Ike. Although from what I hear, wasn't he? I don't think he was very nice to her though. Sadly. But I watched the movie. When did that come out? That came out like a few years ago. The Tina Turner movie. I think it was before she passed away, even. And I just, oh, it was so sad. It broke my heart. How, yeah, I mean, he was, whether or not it's true or not, I mean, there's three sides to every story, as they say. One side, second side, and the truth. So, yeah, he was a jerk. Yeah, he wasn't very nice to her, unfortunately, but she was fabulous. And she was living, I think when she passed away, I think she was living overseas. I want to say Switzerland, I think is where she was living. Yeah, but she got very, very sick. She was suffering with quite a bit. I think she had kidney failure. I think she had a lot going on, the poor woman. Yeah, she went through quite a bit. Yeah, she was a sweetheart. Love her. Yeah, it was a good movie. It made me cry. I just couldn't believe it. Yeah, she sure did. I'll tell you, Mario. Yeah, you'd never know it. When she was on that stage, oh, that dress that she would wear looked like a chandelier. Oh, and she'd do her Proud Mary dance and she'd come out strutting. Oh my gosh. Those heels, telling you, she was something else. And that's the first song right on here, Proud Mary. I love that song. Proud Mary, keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, rolling on a river. Love her. All right, well, we're going to count this down. I'm not sure if anybody's jumped in, but this is a great album, guys. And I couldn't even find an LP vinyl online anywhere. You know, when she was on Ed Sullivan, yeah. Yep. All right, we're going to count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end stop. Oh, Aaron was in here. Hi, Aaron. You're going to bed. Good night, Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Good night, Aaron. I didn't even see you pop in, bud. Proud Mary, keep on burning. Now that song's gonna be stuck in my head all night. Burning, burning on the river. Yeah, when karaoke. I know we should do a collab and we can do karaoke together, Al. Could you imagine? Oh my gosh, people would be tuning out left and right. Me singing. Forget it. Although Chris said once I reach 2,000 subscribers, he's going to post the video of me singing Barry Manilow on stage. Yes, on stage. Not with Barry Manilow, I wish, but singing Barry Manilow karaoke. Yeah. I told him, I said, that's not going to happen unless I reach 2,000 subscribers. So we'll see. Yeah. Oh, I think we got Chris on that one. Is that Chris Cruz? We got Chris. Let's see. Mario said Chris Cruz for 15. All right, Chris, that's coming to you, buddy. Thank you very much. That's a good album to have in your collection. Very good album. All right, and the final item I have for tonight, guys, and then we're going to go back to the items that didn't sell, okay? So, I have this beautiful piece. Oh, it's back here. I'm like, where the heck did I put it? This is gorgeous. I love this thing. I'm doing all but the part with it, but it's okay. Mario, $15 on the screen, please. 15. You're making an account for your dog. Okay. Gotcha. So this is made by Davison Glass. That I'm not sure if I told Mario $15. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's such a lag, Mario. Sorry, the computer's slow. So this is made by Davison Glass. I did a little research. It's made by the George Davidson Glass Company. It's pattern number 269. And it's called Blackberry Pruitts. And I learned about this tonight. I didn't know about this. I did a little research. These are called Pruitts. And they're called Blackberry Pruitts on this piece because they look like blackberries. And what Pruitt means is it means that it's a small blob of glass that's fused together to another piece of glass. I didn't know that. I looked at it. I love learning new things. So those are called blackberry Pruitts because they look like blackberry and they're applied to this other piece of glass. It has a satin top on it, this beautiful ruffled edge, has no damage on it whatsoever. I felt every inch of it. I mean, I can't say, no, I can't say that. No, I take that back. There is a little roughness right here. You guys know I'm very transparent. There's a little roughness right here on the base. Yeah, a little bit over here. But that's just the base. That's just what it sits on. But as far as the whole piece itself, it's in perfect condition, except for the bottom. Just those little nicks. But this would have been made. Let me see. Did I have a year? I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, in the 30s, circa 1930s. So it does not glow. I did check to see if it had a glow to it. It does not glow. Um, it does not glow, but it is beautiful. It is 9¼ inches long, and it's 7¼ inches wide. And it's really, really beautiful. And I think you guys had asked me what it was that makes things glow blue. It's cerium oxide is what they put in the glass to clarify the glass. And sometimes you use a black light, the glass will glow blue instead of green, like the uranium glass. That is cerium oxide. So I think I couldn't remember it the last time. But what a pretty piece, right? Very elegant. Yeah. So not sure. It is very fancy. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Just on the table, just by itself, just like this on a doily. Can you imagine? Look at how pretty that is. It's gorgeous. I just can't pass these things up because guess where it's going to go? So I have to grab them or else they're going to be destroyed. Can you imagine destroying something as gorgeous as this? So that's why I save these things and hope that you guys will appreciate them as much as I do. Trust me, I would love to appreciate them all in my house, but I can't. Oh, I'd love to, but I just can't do it. All right, so we're going to count it down. 10. Hi, Suzanne. Good to see you. Hello. Haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you. Yeah, very, very pretty stuff. All right, we're going to count this down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good to see you too. And stop. Good to see you too, Suzanne. Yeah, that's a pretty piece. And then I'm going to go back through all the items that did not sell. I'm not sure if we have anybody that jumped in on that one. I didn't see any bids, but Mario will let me know so I don't have to scroll. Thank you again, Mario, for all your help. Lisa, I did not. I'm still on the fence about that. I love that little thing so much. And his tail or the back of him is a tape measure. His glasses are scissors, and his hat is a pincushion. It's the cutest thing ever. I don't know. I'm on the fence about him because I do have my room that I use to wrap all these goodies for you guys, and is also my craft room and sewing room. So I do have a sewing machine and stuff. So I'm on the fence. I may have to enjoy him for a little while, and then maybe I'll bring him to a sale. All right, so Dreamboat Annie on the pretty bowl for $15. Thank you, Annie. All right, that's coming to you, honey. All right. I'm so glad you appreciate that, Lisa. It's absolutely adorable. Yeah, Kels. I know it. It's just so cute. I've never seen anything like that. Did you guys see what I said about those plates? She had a stack of those beautiful the crown was that thumbprint crown cranberry plates. There was 8 of them, dessert plates, mind you. She wanted $150 for 8 dessert plates at the Brimfield Fair. I was like, or we call it the Brimfield Fair, but Brimfield Flea Market. I was like, yeah, okay. No, I don't think so. Anywho, all right, guys, so we're going to go through all the items that did not sell. And if there's anything that you like, just say it in the chat and I'll stop and we'll go back to it. Okay. So Mario will keep an eye on the chat and we're just going to go through the items and I'm going to tell you the price. And then if somebody is interested, just say, the name of the item, like what it is, and then we'll do it as a sale, with a normal countdown, just to make it fair for everybody in case there's somebody else who's a little shy about jumping and saying anything, okay? So I do have this little piano available, which is actually a lipstick holder. And it holds your lipsticks or chapsticks if you're a gentleman, or some ladies just use chapsticks too. Um, but whoever wants to purchase something this, you can put your chapsticks in there. So Chris thought it was a toothbrush holder, but it's too short to be a toothbrush holder because it's too tall. Toothbrushes are too tall. Toothbrushes will probably come up to about here. But it's a cute little piece. And this was $18 if anyone's interested in this. Just say piano and we'll go back to it. If anyone's interested in that, that was $18. Start on that. Then I also have a set of these beautiful American Brilliant cut glass. I have a cream and sugar in impeccable condition with the rose cut on both sides of the cream and sugar. And these are really, really pretty. Okay, Sandra, I'll bring that up in a second. So this is the other pieces I have. I have this as a whole set. You get all 3 of these pieces for $15 as well. So if you're into this little relish and the cream and sugar. So if anyone's interested in that, just, let me know. Just say cut glass. And then we can go to that. So Sandra says piano. So I'm going to start the piano. So Mario, if you could put, now Sandra, just so you know, I said it earlier, there is some little tiny little chippers on the bottom foot here. There's another little tiny one here. And there's another one, I think, on this foot here. Is it this one? I think it was just this one and this one. And I think that was it. You guys know I'm always transparent. There's a little roughness back here. But overall, I mean, it's a very unique piece for little player piano for lipstick. I mean, how do you ever find something like this, right? I couldn't believe it myself. All right, so Mario, could you put $18 start on the screen and we're going to do this one again? Really cute. Little player piano, pump organ combination. Really cute. And the flowers on the top. Look how pretty. All right. So we have Sandra. Okay, up piano start 18. Okay, so we have Sandra in for 18. And we're going to start the countdown now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. That's adorable. Cute little thing. And I think we only had Sandra on there. Okay, Sandra Garcia, that is coming to you, honey. All right. Thank you so much, honey. 18. That is adorable. You can put your lipsticks in there. It's just so cute. You know, I never seen anything like it. When I ever took the tape off of it, I said, "Oh my gosh, that's a lipstick holder." You know, I thought it was cute. I don't know if anybody asked for the that was the other pieces I had. I had the relish and the cream and sugar if anybody's interested in that. Yes, thank you very much, honey. So that's available. Those were $15 for the set of 3 for that cut glass. I have a Tupperware pitcher here with the blue top, and it has that locking lid with that beautiful country blue from the 70s or 80s. 2-quart. Have your pour out your lemonade this summer. Do it in vintage style, vintage 70s, 80s right here. It's that country blue that we had in our kitchen growing up. Nice and clean. I got it nice and clean for you. There is Tupperware. So this is $10 if anyone's interested in that. How tall is it? Let's see, Perfecto. It is just a hair under 8.5 inches tall. It's a 2-quart pitcher. So it'll definitely hold like an average, like if you're making iced tea or lemonade, like from a mix or whatever, it'll definitely hold, you know, average size. So if anyone's interested in that, so we're gonna run this one, I think, because I think we have some folks interested. So Mario, could you do start $10, please? Good night, Lisa. Have a good day tomorrow. Thanks for coming in, hon. All right, so we'll wait till Mario puts the $10 start in. Okay, Tupperware start $10. Okay, guys, so what's in there? All right, so we're going to start the countdown. So if you're interested, get your bids in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Heidi, yes, you can, absolutely. 1, and stop. Yeah, it seals it completely. So if this falls over in your fridge or on a picnic table, it will not spill, providing it's locked on and pushed all the way down to its little, there's like a little rim in here, like a little like stopping area. But if it's, and it all comes apart, this whole thing comes apart, so you can clean it and wash it, which I already did. All right, so I think we had Perfecto jump in last minute. Let me see. I'm going to let Mario call the winner. Got to push the button and seal it up. Yep, so true. Classic Tupperware. I want to say my mom had one, but I want to say it had an orange top instead of blue as well. Okay, and what was the price that we had on that one? Um, did Perfecto come in after the stop, Mario? I can't do a refresh. Did you do a refresh? I see him before the stop on mine. I just want to double check and make sure. I just want to be fair. Did you do a refresh? Oh, the avocado color, Heidi. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, thank you. If you could check again, please. Yeah, Dreamboat's saying she sees a perfecto, but we'll let Mario call it. He's going to do a refresh. He'll go out and come back in. Yeah, our kitchen growing up, my mom had the brown. It was a brown. They called it a step. It was a Westinghouse. I can't remember the name of the, but it was a stove that had it was a built-in, and it had a step, the higher burners in the back, and then there was burners and a two burners in the front, and then the oven, and it was brown. And then we had the brown refrigerator to match. It was Westinghouse. Perfecto for 11. Okay, Perfecto, that's coming to you. And thank you so much. I think it was Sandra that bid on that as well. So I'll keep my eye, or no, Miss Jackie bid on that. I'll look for some more Jackie too. I'll look for some more pictures. If you guys like the pictures, I'll keep an eye out for some more pictures. Okay, so Perfecto got in there for 11. Thank you so much, Perfecto. And thank you, Jackie, for your bid, honey. All righty. All right, let's see what else I had here. I also had this beautiful hand-blown cranberry glass with the rough pontil on the bottom. Now, this is obviously hand-blown. You can see this rough pontil on the bottom. You can even still see some of the ash in there when they were firing it before they broke it off the pipe that they were blowing the glass with. And it started off as a dark cranberry, and then it lightened up as they blew the glass, because of course it would have been attached to the blower's pipe this way. And as he was spinning it around and such, it stretched it open so much so that it actually lightened up the pink glass. Isn't that amazing? And they call it a Jack in the Pulpit. And when you look it up, everybody says, "Oh, it's Fenton." It's not Fenton. Fenton wouldn't have left the bottom like that. It's so rough. It would have been polished off. So, but it's pretty. So if anybody's interested in this, just say vase, and we can go back to that. If anybody's interested in the vase, anybody interested in the vase? And that was $15 start on that. Just let me know in the chat, and we can always go back to it. And I'll keep going. Let's see. We also had we still have this beautiful blue center bowl. I'll have to lift this thing again. Oh, this thing is so heavy, guys. This beautiful blue center bowl, 15 inches across. 15 inches across. 6 inches in the middle. Fill the middle with salsa. There you go. Salsa, chips, and well, you can't put chips around the edge, but fill it with salsa. Or you could put ice in it and then put your salsa dish on top of it, right in the center of your table. But what I had said earlier was, how pretty would this be? Blue. You have two milk glass candlesticks, and then you do an arrangement of red carnations. Red, white, and blue right there. Done. Oh, how stunning would that be? Because it looks like the ocean, too. Isn't that beautiful? Like ripples in the ocean. It's gorgeous. I'm unsure of the maker. It's not Cambridge Caprice, but it's in that style and it has that same type of color. So this was a $28 start if anybody's interested in this. Just say center bowl. This was $28 and it's extremely heavy. Or if you have the blue candlesticks to match that. Oh my gosh. My arms are still so sore, guys. If you weren't here earlier, I was weed whacking today and doing yard work. Oh. All right, so if anybody's interested in that, just say center bowl and I can always come back to it. Someone else earlier suggested seashells for this. Oh my gosh, how fabulous would that be, Mario? Yeah, seashells. Put your seashells in that on the center of your dining room table. You got summer right there. Oh, there's so many ideas that you can do. You guys have so many great ideas. All right, and then let's see what else we had here. I think was that it? I think that was it. Those are the only items I had left, guys. So all I have left is just that piece I just showed you, and then the set of the cream and sugar, and then you get the relish as well. All of this was $15. And this is the only piece that glows. It has the uranium and it glows green. These do not glow. These have the rose pattern on them. Really beautiful. So, okay, so I think that's it. Um, any questions for me, guys? Yeah, we do have a lot of creative chatters. We do. I think a lot of you guys were busy tonight, huh? You guys, some of you folks came in a little bit after the starts, after the start of the show, and that's fine. You guys can come in and go anytime you want. Perfect, perfectly fine. This is a friendly, safe space, right? The cut glass, Jackie. You're interested in that, honey? All right, Mario. Can you put a $15 start, please, for Jackie? Yeah, these are beautiful, Jackie. These are in phenomenal shape. Yeah, this glows. These do not. And that has that gorgeous rose on the both sides of the cream and the sugar, and they're heavy, really pretty. And this on the bottom of this one here, it says if you hold it in the light just right, it says Art Cut. ARTCUT. I'm not sure what company made Art Cut. I don't have my books in front of me. I have no idea. Maybe somebody here knows. I glow. Yeah, this glows, but these do not, which is unusual. I thought that was kind of odd, but that's okay. This does glow. And because I know you guys love seeing it too, I'll show you. There's the glow. Okay, there's the glow. Yep. But these guys do not. So, all right. So we're gonna count these down because it looks like we have Jackie in for 15. We're gonna count them down. 10. Oh, you're working on another house clean. Oh, that's great. Come over here and do mine. Come on over, Suzanne. You can help me unpack. Yes, I'm still unpacking. 10, 9, 8. Look at all the shimmery. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. No, Heidi, I do not. No, for me. It's not my thing. I love the fact that stuff glows, but that's just not my thing. But I do have a dear friend who wants to actually do that, and I'm helping her find a cabinet, and we'll find a cabinet to fit in her living room so that she can do a glow cabinet, which I think will be cool. So I'll enjoy that over there. And even if I wanted to, I don't have even here I don't have the room because the way my dining room is going to be set up and everything, I'm not going to have enough room because my dining room table is very large. All right, Miss Jackie, that's coming to you, honey. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Jackie. That's coming to you, hon. All right, I think that was it. So all that's left is, oh, yeah, no, so actually I have two things left. I have the just this and the center. Oh, this big honking thing. So these two things are left. So if anybody's watching this after the fact and they're interested in this, I'm going to pin it below in the comments section and you guys can just email me. You see my email is right here on the screen. Heidi said vase. Okay, vase, you want me to you want to run this one then? Let's see here. This was $15. It is hand blown cranberry vase. So start Mario, if you could do a start $15, please. Okay, so start $15 is in there for you. So if anyone's interested, you'd have just put your $15 bid, and Heidi got hers in there. Oh, Florida Golden Girls in there. You guys both have 15, so I'm going to start the countdown. 10, 9. Good night, Virginia. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Oh, wow. Got a little bidding war going. I'm glad you guys like that. All right, Mario Stop is in there. I'm going to have him refresh, and then he's going to tell me who the winner is. He'll go back and look. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. I'm glad you guys like that. That's a hand-blown piece. It's beautiful. Mario's going to refresh, and he'll let me know who our winner is. And it is Florida Golden Girl, I think. Is that right? Buenos noches to you too, perfecto. Sleep well, you and the girls. See you next time. Adios. Yeah, so it looks like we have Florida Golden Girl for 21. Thank you, Florida Golden Girl, and thank you, Heidi, for your bids as well. All right, Florida, that's coming to you, honey. Florida, did you see what I showed earlier? The cemetery piece? I don't know, you may not have been on. I don't know if you guys might have been out gallivanting or something. I'm not sure if you saw it. Congratulations. That's a beautiful piece. Wait do you see it? It's hand done. It's hand done. It's really cool. I'm gonna wrap it in 15 layers of bubble wrap. Oh gosh, Florida Golden Girl. I gotta show you this. This was purchased by Kells. Look at this. It's a cemetery graveside planter. It's called the Clara, and this is from 1885. Has uranium glass in it and it glows. It had a spike on it originally, but the spike was broken off. It was originally 12 inches long, but the spike is missing. But this would have been put into the ground next to a tombstone for flowers in 1885. And it's called the Clara. I just thought I'd show that to you. How neat is that? I know I figured you'd be upset. Yeah. Yeah. Kel scored. Yep. So, yep. It's cool. Very, very unusual, rare piece. Yep. So, yeah, I wanted to show that to you. That's pretty cool. So that is it. I think that's, yeah, and all that's left, guys. So if anybody's tuning in after the fact, all that's left is this big, huge, gorgeous thing here. So this center bowl is beautiful. Beautiful center bowl. And 15 inches. Huge. 15 inches across, 6 inches in the middle. So fill it with ice and then put your salsa on top or your dip or your queso, whatever have you. Or somebody said shells. I said 2 milk glass candlesticks and then a bouquet of carnations in florist foam in the middle. And then you have red, white, and blue. And this is like the ocean. I love that idea. I gotta get my dining room's table put in my dining room. Somebody's gotta come over and help me. It's in the garage. And I've gotta use that Restora finish. You guys know what that Restora finish stuff is? I gotta get that Restora finish and I gotta do the top of the table. Because it has because it's not a brand new table. It's an older, used table. So and then I've got to steam clean the seats and all the chairs. And I've got one, two, three, four, six, seven, eight. I got 8 chairs. So I got 2 captain's chairs, and then I have 6, regular dining room chairs. So I'm probably gonna have to keep 2 chairs down in the bay because I won't have enough room in the dining room. I could put one in the corner, but it's not. My dining room is not enormous, so I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to put probably one chair down in the basement. So that'll clear out a lot of room in my garage. And then I'll be able to finally get my car in there so that this way, because come this winter, let me tell you, I am not parking outside. I am parking in the garage. So I'm going to have to get a snowblower too. That's going to be my next thing. Oh, the trials and tribulations of having a home. Jeffrey, did you get a chance to see the video of my home? Not yet, Florida. No, I haven't seen it yet, honey. No, but I'm gonna after when I unwind tonight, I'm gonna go through videos that I'm gonna catch up a little bit. I'll watch yours first, honey. I'll check it out. I'm looking forward to that. I'm sure it's fabulous. Yes, great for entertaining, Mario. Absolutely. Yep. Room for company party. Yes, absolutely, Heidi. It'll be, yes, definite parties at my house. I'm going to be doing I'll be doing all the holidays. That's always been my goal. I always wanted to do the holidays at my house. Yeah. Before everybody goes tonight, I just want to say thank you all so much for your purchases and your offers on everything. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming and giving me thumbs ups. If you guys head out, please give me a thumb up on your way out. Please do if you haven't already. Thank you so very, very much. But I'll hang out here for a little bit and chit chat with you guys if you want me to. Otherwise, I'll let you guys go to bed. Thank you, Miss Jackie. I appreciate that, honey. Thank you. Yep. I'd love to help you unpack, but I live in Canada. Oh my gosh, Karen, I know. I would love to. I'll fly you down. Literally, I'm like, oh, it's so crazy. And it's like I open up a box and I'm like, I like everything the way it is now and I don't want to add anything more. So it's like now I'm gonna have more in the basement. It's like more of my stuff and I just don't have room, because like something like this, like I just the lamp with my, and I made that little arrangement over here. Um, I showed it once before. I don't know if anybody wants to see it, I'll show it again. But I did show it once before. But I like things that are like they look nice and clean and simplified behind me. Like it's just you know the minimalistic. You know, you're ready. What did Kathy say? Oh, you're so welcome, Kathy. I hope you enjoy those, honey. They're so nice. They're really, really nice. Just be careful if you have to clean them. I I haven't cleaned one yet, so I would just use them decoratively. I wouldn't really use them as a towel. Just use them like decoratively. But if you do use them, I would wash them in cold water and maybe woolite. That might be okay. I don't know. And then you may have to press it with a warm iron. Maybe put something over it before you press it on the opposite side of the print, of course. But just be very careful if you're laundering those. People kind of stop entertaining at home. I know we need to get back to entertaining. I know like I said, I've always wanted to be able to do the entertaining at home. So that's the thing. I agree with you 100% on that, Mario. Yep. I really do. I want to be able to entertain here. I've always wanted to do that. So I want to be able to have the holidays here. So that's why I want this dining room and everything done in this house by the end of the summer. It's got to be done. So, yep. Yes. Isn't it amazing, Virginia? Yes, it does. It piles up. Yep. That's why I tell people I'm like, I no longer have collections, I have accumulations. It's no longer a collection. It's amazing what we end up collecting and finding. So I'm trying not to like get involved in finding something like, oh, I think I'm going to start collecting that now. But I did come up with an idea for over my couch in the living room or sofa or whatever you guys want to call it, a couch or sofa. I'm thinking of doing an arrangement of plates on the wall. Now, I want to get your take. What do you think I should do? Should I do just all milk glass plates, like old milk glass plates, like with maybe like a platter in the middle? Or should I do a mixture of milk glass and clear glass plates on the wall? I was thinking of doing both, like a mixture. I'll arrange it out on the table or on the floor to see how it'll look, and then I'll put it up on the wall. What do you guys think? This is something different instead of a picture. I always had a picture hanging over my couch. I'm over it. I need change. Yes, thank you, Mario, so much. I really appreciate you helping me tonight. I couldn't have done this without you. I really appreciate it. I could have, but it would have been hilarious seeing me struggling along here. So thank you so much. You're a big help. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, yeah, we really need to entertain. The color scheme, at this point, Florida, I don't even really have a color scheme. It's mostly right now the walls are like a beige color. That's what the house was painted when I moved in. Um, I'm probably gonna keep it beige. Oh, I have a little friend on the ceiling over here. Yeah, that's okay. If Chris was here, he'd be flipping out. He doesn't like him. Um, but anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a color scheme. It's mostly everything is like a tan color, like beige tan. So I figured like the beige wall with the white plates on it, even the clear plate, I think it would just really pop a little bit. It would really be a focal point. And then I want to do I'm trying to do an oval mirror over my fireplace. Now, I tried to buy one on Facebook Marketplace this past week. I emailed this girl like 3 or 4 times and I messaged her and I said, I'm really interested in this mirror. I really loved this mirror. And I knew it would look beautiful over my fireplace. And it was listed for a while, but I had it favorited. I had saved it. I was hemming and hawing. I finally reached out to her and I said, the mirror looks kind of weird. Is it just dirty or is there something wrong with it? What's the issue with the mirror? She didn't get back to me. Messaged her again. She got back to me. She says, I'll take a picture of it after I clean it. I said, okay, fine. So I waited a while, didn't respond to me that day. The next day she responds back. She sends me 2 pictures of the mirror. She cleaned it. Gorgeous. I said, you know what? I'll take it. No response. Hello, are you there? I'm interested. No response. Crickets. I finally just sent a whole bunch of question marks. You know what she does? Sold. She sold it to somebody else. Didn't even have the politeness to get back to me and say, I'm sorry, somebody else is interested, or I'm in talks with somebody else. Thanks a lot. Some people, I was so upset. So I would have had a nice mirror over the fireplace. Yeah, the walls are like a light beige. You like the idea of milk glass? Yup. Yeah, I'm thinking that too. I think it might look nice. Just milk glass though. No, don't mix like milk glass and like clear glass, like in milk glass together, like different. Because I was thinking of doing like if I have like some milk glass, not these types of things, but you get the idea of like clear with milk glass on the walls. These walls are gray, but you know, maybe just do milk glass. Because I've seen it, some people do that, like just a collage of different milk glass plates, and I do have some milk glass plates. If I have enough for a lot. Yeah, that's true too. That's a great idea, Al. I can change them out for, yeah, white plates. Okay, white. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, because the trim on all my, doors and everything is all white. So I think that in the center of the wall, I think would really make it pop. Um, My furniture, I'm actually going to be getting rid of my couch or sofa, and it's just, I live in my living room. It's not a show place. So, I want it to be comfortable for when I'm entertaining and people sit on my sofa. So I do plan on buying a new sofa. It's probably going to be a very neutral color, maybe a very small print in it, but probably very neutral. And then this way I can accentuate it with different styles of pillows because I like changing my pillows out. Like even for Christmas, I have some like red and green and white plaid pillows I like to put out. So, but the color of my couch now is almost like a rust color, and it just does not go with the living room because everything else is all very muted beiges and grays and like the chair that sat in, that wingback chair you guys saw me in, that's all like like a gray with like the pretty like the light color flowers on it. So I don't want to go anywhere like too wild. So I'm kind of keeping everything kind of, muted. I like that. I think it looks pretty and it looks clean, neat, traditional, Martha Stewart-esque. Um, I like that style. It's just what I like. So yes, we do, Karen. I agree 100%. We have a fabulous community of chatters here. Yes, we do. We certainly do. We have a beautiful community here. Yeah, I love you guys. Yep. Yeah, the vintage mirror, Virginia. Oh, it was so beautiful. Yep. Yeah, they don't want to hang mirrors. Yeah, you were telling me that, Mari. I don't. That's so unusual. I don't know. Yeah, Heidi, it was so rude. I couldn't believe it. I really, really liked that mirror a lot, and it was a really good deal for what it was. And it was oval, completely oval wood. It was like I think it was like mahogany, and it had like a rose motif on the top. It was really beautiful, and it would look perfect over my fireplace. Now my tables and my my coffee table and my end tables in my living room are like like cherry or mahogany, like a darker wood. But they're not fancy. I mean, they're when I first moved into my condo after I graduated college, I didn't have any money. I just started working. I was still broke, I was still paying the other things in the house. So I bought that set from J.C. Penney, and it was a coffee table and the two end tables. It came as a kit. You put it together and it was done. Everybody thinks, "Oh, I don't want to put this on." I'm like, "Trust me, if you knew how much I paid for this whole set, you wouldn't mind." So it needs to go. It's not high-end furniture at all. I would like to get something that's of the same color. I like the darker wood, but and I think it looks nice with the white trim and everything, so I may stick with that. but we'll see. Sorry, I'm slowly going through your comments here. Yeah, it was very rude. Yeah. Don't mix it. Okay, yeah, I won't. I'm gonna just do the milk glass. I agree with you, Florida. I think so too. The furniture I have, Randy, just traditional furniture, just traditional style. Just the regular three seat couch, three cushion, two pillows, very traditional, you know. Um, I bought it when I first moved to my condo. I bought it at Raymore and Flanagan Furniture, which is a furniture place around here. But it's an American-made couch. It's made by Rowe, and they're a good. It's a good furniture company. And I'll tell you, the couch has lasted me 20 years. It's still in really good shape. And then some people said, "Oh, we'll just have it recovered. Have it redone." Just upholstery, it would be, and plus the fabric costs and everything. You're talking over $1,000 for my upholsterer anyway that I go to because he's phenomenal. He does a great job. So I decided I was like, you know what? Why? When I can just buy a whole new couch that would actually match, my living room. So there's a furniture store not far from where I am here, and you can actually build the style of couch you want. You can build the type of arms you want on it. What does the back look like? What type of cushions? What type of wood and what type of legs you want on it? You can design the entire couch however you want it, in the size and the style that you want, and they'll build it however. And it's made in the USA. So I may go that way. May go that route. And it'll be very, very comfortable, traditional. I like traditional stuff. Nothing contemporary, nothing too country, nothing too, nothing too crazy. I like it to be comfortable. For when people come over and they relax, I want people to be comfortable. Mid-century modern glassware could be nice. Yes, I do like some, I never at first, Chris, was a big fan of mid-century modern, but actually now I'm actually there is some mid-century modern glass that I like. And now that Chris is collecting the Amberina, it's actually really beautiful. He has a whole cabinet and it's filled with it. And I told him to put a black light in it. I said, "Why don't you put a black light in there?" Because I said all that Amberina is going to glow. So I'm hoping he does that. So we'll see. But you like the different colors together? White plates. Yeah, I think the white plates are what I really want to do. I'm sorry, I'm way back in your comments, guys. Yeah, I change out my pillows for the seasons. Yeah, yeah. Pier One, yeah, Pier One had nice stuff. I liked Pier One. Yeah, it used to have a lot of nice holiday stuff. I used to love their holiday stuff. I think they might still be online, but I don't know what they sell online. And I don't like, I'll buy stuff online, of course. I mean, who doesn't, right? But I still would like, if I'm going to buy like Christmas things or whatever, I like to actually be in the store. I want to see it, you know? Especially furniture. I want to sit in it. I want to see what it's like. So, perfect mirror over your fireplace. And yeah, it just takes time. Exactly, Karen. I will. I'll find it wasn't meant to be. Like my mom always said, it wasn't meant to be. And it wasn't. So something better is going to come along. So, your living room sets Raymore and Flanagan too? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's true. Very true, Sherry. Yeah. I thought of that too because I see, yeah, you're going to see the plate hanger behind it. I thought of that. Smart. Yep. Yep. I'm probably gonna just do the I'm probably just gonna do the milk glass. I think milk glass would make the most sense. I think it would look pretty. I mean, heck, even in here, I could do like two platters on either side here on the wall. Wouldn't that look pretty? I think that would look pretty. Very Martha Stewart-esque from late 90s, early 2000s Martha. Like from when she used to have her TV show and her set decorations. Oh, that I could move right in. Like that's exactly the style that I love. I love that, you know. And it's still classic to this day. Yep, nice and cozy is right. I like it cozy. Yep, keep it cozy. Cozy is the way to do it. Yep. Your favorite furniture brand is Lexington. Lexington is nice. I've actually seen some Lexington furniture. Yeah, yep. There is some beautiful stuff on Marketplace. And that's the thing too. I look on Marketplace all the time. You find some really good stuff on there that people are just selling. And a lot of times people are moving. I know all about that. People are moving and they just want to get rid of certain furniture because, they have to be out of their house or their apartment or condo or whatever in a week or something. And they're just take it. Sometimes they're just like, $50, just take it. Or they finally get to the point it's free, just take it, and hey, that's great. So Texas furniture? Is that like a certain style? Like Texas furniture? When you say Texas furniture, I picture like the furniture made of like logs and then like lamps made of like elk horns and stuff. That's all I don't know, that's what I picture. Is it? Is it like that? Really? That's wild. It's like stuff that you would see in like a cabin. Oh, leather and pine. Okay. All right. And then, of course, hear Texas. I think of the show Dallas. Of course, that house. Oh, that house was beautiful. Good old Miss Ellie. She was so sweet. Oh, I used to love Barbara Bel Geddes is one of my favorite actresses. I love that. I've watched that episode. I've watched that series of Dallas, the series Dallas. I watched it, I think, 3 times. And Dynasty. I've watched Dynasty 3 or 4 times. I love both of them. Yeah. Nothing like that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's like that. You like that rustic cabin look. That's kind of what I thought of. Okay. Texas leather. Yeah, it's so well made. Oh yeah, of course. I would imagine so. Oh, good night, Heather. Good night, sweetheart. Keep an eye on your mailbox. You got a little something coming from Florida Golden Girl. Randy, I honestly, my grandma loved Falcon Crest. And I remember being a little boy, and I'd be over her house, and I think right before that was, I think before Falcon Crest was on was Dallas. I think it was Dallas, then Falcon Crest, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it was Dynasty and then Falcon Crest. Well, anyway, I would be up for the other one, but then I had to go to bed because it was getting too late. And I can remember lying in the bed and hearing that doom 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 doom. I could just remember hearing the opening theme song to Falcon Crest, and I had to be in bed, so I never watched it. So I said one night, I said, I think I'm gonna start watching it. So I started watching it, with Jane Wyman and the whole, and the Falcon with the hood at the end. I used to get a kick out of that, seeing the Falcon, and I'm like, oh, the Falcon's wearing a hat. I don't know. I was a little kid. Anyway, I used to like the opening segment, because that's all I could see, and then I had to go to bed. Um, but I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I think I watched like three, maybe 3 episodes. I just couldn't get into it. I tried. I've yet to do Knots Landing. I want to try Knots Landing, and which I think is that the spinoff from Dallas? I think Knots Landing is a spinoff from Dallas, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Dynasty Thursday nights, Falcon Crest Friday. That would make sense because Fridays I was at my grandma's house. So Dallas was on right before Falcon Crest, and we would watch that. I would watch that with her, and then I had to go to bed. But I had to watch the opening segment because I had to see the Falcon with the hat on, even though it's a I know what it is now. They put that on so they can't, they can't see, so they don't flip out. Oh, it's a spinoff from, so Knots Landing's a spinoff from Dallas? I thought it was a spinoff from Dynasty. Okay. I was wrong, I guess. Famous for making the antique stuff. Yeah, Dynasty. Oh, you can't beat Dynasty. I just love Dynasty so much. And if you guys subscribe to Pluto TV, it's free. There's ads, of course, but Pluto TV has a channel, Dynasty, and they play every single season, every episode over and over and over again. And if there's nothing on TV and I want something in the background, I put it on. And it's fabulous. I love it. It's my favorite. Yes, you are, Virginia. You're gonna have to watch Dynasty now. Yes, you are. You certainly are. But like I said, just download Pluto on your T. If you have a smart TV, you can download Pluto, the channel thing, sign into that, and then when the channel listings come up, look for, I think it's Classic TV, and it's in there, Dynasty. You click on Dynasty, and you can just watch all the shows. Who knows what season they're on or what episode they're on, but who cares? You can jump right in. You'll remember what's going on if you've seen it before. You'll know. You know, maybe it'll be the big fight between Crystal and oh gosh, what's her name in the, oh my gosh, why am I blanking? There's Crystal Carrington and Alexis. Alexis Carrington Colby Dexter. How could I forget that name? Their big fight in the frog pond. Falcon Crest. What did Mario say? Falcon Crest. I have to pull it up here so I could read it. Falcon Crest. Lance comes in and Melissa Ageti. Those could have been the actors. I don't know. I never could get into it. I don't know why. I just couldn't get into it. Ewing of Dallas. Oh, Gary Ewing is a character in Knots Landing. Ewing from Dallas. Okay, all right, okay. Yeah, I enjoy that. I loved it a lot. It was a lot of fun. I love watching that stuff. And on that note, guys, Alexis and I think Rose. Yes. You say Alexis and I think Rose. Yeah. Alexis was something else. She was just, what an actress. She's phenomenal. She's still beautiful. She's still gorgeous. Joan Collins. She's amazing. She's gorgeous. She has a little, I don't know if she does like TikTok videos once in a while. I see sometimes it comes up on my Facebook stream and I see her. I see there were a couple of them that she had her and her gentleman friend, they were out shopping for Christmas presents because she lives in England. And I think she's in London proper. I think she's right in London and is where she lives. And they were out shopping for Christmas presents. She's a hoot. She's really a hoot. She's not like her character in Dynasty, that's for sure. And her and Linda Evans, who played Crystal Carrington, they were very good friends in real life. They still are. They're still very good friends. And Crystal's still beautiful too. She's phenomenal. I remember my mom had her perfume, and I was at a tag sale, and I found a small little bottle of Forever Crystal, and it had just some of it taken out. I had to buy it just so I could smell it and just it just brings back so many memories. My mom liked that, and she liked to wear. Geez, Vinny just had it on his channel. He sold it on YouTube, on eBay. He did his eBay listings. I think it was Cinnabar by Estee Lauder. Cinnabar. That was my mom's scent. So she loved that. She liked it. She liked anything Estee Lauder. Yeah. It's fun talking about the 80s, isn't it, guys? We all lived through it. 80s was a great time. 80s and early 90s, it was a good time. Yep. Oh, Alexis, and you think a character from Schitt's Creek. I gotcha. Yes. Ew, David. I know what you're talking about now. Ew, David. Yep. That's a great series, guys. If you haven't seen Schitt's Creek, I highly recommend it. Check it out. It's so funny. And of course, the actress who played Moira, she's no longer with us, sadly. That broke my heart. She was funny. Great TV era. Yes. Oh, goodness, I hope not, Heidi. Well, rest easy, hon. I'll be thinking of you. Hang in there. I know it's not an easy time of the year. Scary. I'm so sorry, honey. Stay safe. Yeah, stay safe, like Florida said. Yeah. Well, on that night, guys, I'm gonna head to bed myself and actually go. I'm gonna go unwind. I'm gonna watch Florida's video and probably have some more lemonade and maybe a cookie or two, and then I am going to bed myself. So thank you all so much. Mario, thank you so much for your help tonight. It means so much to me. I hope you all take good care of yourselves this week. Have a wonderful week wherever you are. Do something fun. And I'll see you, geez, hopefully next Sunday. I think I'll be back. Yeah, I think I'll be back next Sunday. But take good care of yourselves. You hang in there. If you need anything from me, you know my email address. Shoot me an email. I still have that center bowl available if anybody changes their mind and they decide on it. Let me know. All right. Talk to you soon, guys. Have a great week. Bye for now.